Welcome to ITTF World of Table Tennis. In this episode, all the action from the 2009 Pro Tour Grand Finals in Macau. We meet the female talent of the up-and-coming table tennis team of Hong Kong. And who's on top? We take a look at the latest world rankings. Now let's recap on what happened last year in the world of table tennis. Wang Hao became the men's world champion, with Zhang Yining winning the women's title. Both players were also world number ones all year. Otherwise, Ma Long has been the most dominant male player. He won several Pro Tour titles and the Asian Championship. And among the women, one player stood out from the rest. The breakthrough of young Leo Sherwin was extraordinary when early on she won her first tournament before the highlight of the year when she defeated Guo Yue in the final of the World Cup. Another big upset of 2009 was the World Cup victory of the veteran Samsonov, really highlighting that the Chinese still face stiff competition from Europe. In the European Championships, Denmark's Michael Mays captured the title, defeating Austrian veteran Werner Schlager in the final. And the women's European champion became Wu Jiaduo, who beat surprise Margarita Pesotska in the final. And finally, the bravest of the year was without a doubt Sandra Pajovic, who can now stand up and even walk a little bit after her horrible accident at the beginning of last year. The 2009 ITTF Pro Tour Grand Finals got underway earlier this month in Macau, a special administrative region in the People's Republic of China. The best players in the world competed for a total of $315,000 US, the events being men's and women's singles plus doubles. China's Ma Long and Guo Yan, respective winners of the men's and women's singles titles last year, were both looking to defend their turf when the tournament got underway. Ma Long easily booked his place in the men's semi-finals, but there he faced tough competition in the guise of determined compatriot Zhang Yike. Against Zhang Yike, Ma Long's record in world ranking events in the run-up to the meeting in Macau was in his favor. He'd won 3 of the 4 duels. The crowd are waiting with bated breath, expecting to see Ma Long execute his steamroller forehand and dominate matters from the start. In fact, it was quite the reverse. Zhang Yike was first into his stride and making no unenforced errors. He won the first game with some ease. And in the second game, Zhang Yike continued to impress.
Well, you can't say it's not entertaining. I must say, both these players, of course, representing China, so there's no sort of national loyalties at stake. Certainly the talent being displayed. We're back off the table, and it's a great play by GK. He has got game point. Oh, that's a great piece of play. Fabulous serve, very, very short. And GK fought his way through that game.
Stung by losing the first 2 games, Ma Long was in full flight in the next one. The famed forehand was rampant. The errors he'd made near the net in the first 2 games were extinguished. And just as quickly as Zhang Yike had won the opening 2 games, so Ma Long won the 3rd. And in the 4th, Ma Long was back on track.
Out in the jungle. Amazing. Go again. Oh, dear. Well, I must say, I am very privileged. I cover quite a number of different sports around the world from time to time, many different major sports festivals as well. But this is a huge, huge thrill to be here witnessing the talent right now that we're seeing.
In a rhythm, Ma Long continued his tirade of attacks as Zhang Yike started to make errors. Ma Long captured the 5th game and was now totally confident. In the 6th game, Ma Long had match point at 10-8.
That's it, that is the match, and it's a fabulous forehand, heavy top drive to finish it off. He lost the first 2 games, then he got into his rhythm.
China's 20-year-old Xu Xin beat 31-year-old compatriot Wang Liqin in a scintillating 6-game duel in the 2nd semi of the men's singles event to book his place in the final later that evening. A contest of the very highest caliber, full of athletic, electrifying rallies. It was the young pretender who defeated the living legend to reach the gold medal contest. Xu Xin won by 4 games to 2.
9-10, still match point. And that's it! It's celebration for Su Xin, and quite right too. It's been a magnificent matchup.
Certainly the odds prior to the final were in favour of Ma Long, but only just. The pair had met on 4 previous occasions in world ranking events, and Ma Long had won on 3 occasions. Ma Long may well have started proceedings as the favourite, but it was Xu Xin who established a 2-games-to-1 lead with his close-to-the-table play outstanding and his forehand dynamic.
That's it, 11-9.
But from the end of the 3rd game to the end of the match, the situation completely changed. Ma Long attacked superbly over the table. He gave Xu Xin no time to react and surrendered a total of only 10 more points. Ma Long was not in Macau to put on an exhibition. He was there to win.
Here we are in exhibition mode. Oh dear, he's gone to Hong Kong.
It's now 10-5 to Ma Long with the serve. This for a 3-2 lead. Oh. How did he do that? Please tell me. Gosh. Wow. This is the final point, is it? Yay, listen to the crowd. Come on. The champion reigns. And that is it, the final moment of this tournament here in Macau. The 2009 Pro Tour Grand Finals finished off with a flourish, the attacking Ma Long.
Ma Long won by 4 games to 2, emulating the feat of colleague Wang Liqin, the only other player to have won the men's singles crown at the ITTF Pro Tour